total that they have in terms of mana regeneration. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're doing a brand new hero breakdown on Little John. He ain't so little. The lumberjack man is coming with his axe. He's coming to chop down your trees. He's got 741 on his attack, 561 on his defense, and 988 on his health. Statistically, that attack power is pretty ridiculous, especially for a 4-star. I like that 741. Defense and health, pretty pathetic. I don't know what's going on there, but those muscles are not working. He is running at slow speed. He is part of the classic heroes. As far as his hero specials go, he deals 185% damage to all enemies, and all enemies get minus 64% mana generation for 3 turns. So as far as his hero specials, I really appreciate dealing damage to everybody and then setting it up so the mana goes down. 64% I think is the highest total that they have in terms of mana regeneration. Maybe you've got Onatel who's stealing all of it, but that's pretty amazing. I really appreciate that about him. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. If you want a huge head start, all you have to do, hit the link in the description. If you're a new player, you'll get 1 day XP boost, 3 raid flasks, 1 ancient shard, and 1 void champion bulwark, and 50 gems. All your treasure, it's waiting for you right over here. He is a barbarian class hero, pretty fitting. If you're looking at placing emblems on him, you've got 1 or 2 options. If you're mostly focused on using him for tiles and for titans, you're going to want to focus that 741. You're going to spruce that up quite a bit. He is also incredible for the events, especially with him dealing damage to everybody and having high tile damage. You can definitely be using him in the 4-star events if you're needing green. So maybe you want to just stack everything into that and then just focus on his attack power. Now, if you're looking to make him well-rounded, definitely you got to address his defense and his health. When we look at his Titan grade, he is currently going to get a B grade there. This could go up a little bit. 741 is really great for a 4-star hero, but I think that there's just a lot better heroes that are out there that do a lot more against Titans, so maybe you use him. The mana generation isn't too much of a factor, and definitely the damage dealt to the Titan at 185% is not a factor. Where he does get any sort of grade and any positiveness comes from the fact that he has really high tile damage at 741 for being a 4-star. So he's going to get a B grade there. Now, when we look at him offensively, he is going to get a B plus on offense. I personally really like Little John, being able to pair him with the likes of like Buddy or even like Almer, setting it up so you just deal a whole bunch of damage. 185% is definitely a decent amount to all enemies, and not to mention the big part is going to be the minus 64% mana regeneration for 3 turns. So you make it so they are not gaining any mana for the next 3 turns pretty much, and it is a big difference. I like that he hits everybody and he impacts all of the board. He is going to get a B plus grade there. I think that that's probably where he should be at. Maybe there's a little bit more at A minus, maybe goes down to a B, but I think that B plus is probably where he needs to be at. When we look at him defensively, he is going to get a B as far as a tank. I do appreciate everything that he does in terms of his ability, being able to hit all enemies and then setting it up so they get the minus 64% mana regeneration for 3 turns. The biggest issue though is A, he's a 4-star, and B, he's got really ridiculously low defensive stats as well as his health total. So if you are considering putting him on defense, you're going to need to change what I said in the beginning as far as his emblems and focusing on the attack power. You definitely will need to focus on his defense and his health total. Otherwise, he's way too squishy and he's just going to die really quickly. But regardless, he is going to get a B grade there. And when we look at his flank grade, he is going to get a B minus. Maybe there is some usability there, but probably not my first choice. I don't really like that, being that he is kind of squishy. Maybe you could use him there, but I don't think so. Where I think he fits the most potentially is going to be in the wing, especially if you focus in on his tile damage, the ability to have it so he deals damage to all enemies, and then also giving the mana regeneration down for 3 turns. I see that being a B+. So between the tank and the flank, I see them being about B+. There is definitely some usability, but you got to fix a lot more being that he's a tank. So overall defensively, he is going to get a B. This could go a range either down or up, but I think B is about right for his defensive grade overall. When we look at his weekly raid grade, he is going to get an A on rush attack. Me personally, this is very close to an A+. I really like this hero on rush attack. Being able to have him run at very fast speed, dealing damage to all enemies, and then also setting it up so they're getting the minus 64% mana regeneration for 3 turns is going to be really big. I use him every single time in the 4-star events, especially if I need green, and he does really well for me. So he's going to get an A grade there. When we look at his buff grade, he is going to get a B+. I do appreciate what this hero does, being that he hits all enemies at 185, and then also setting up that big swing of minus 64% mana regeneration for 3 turns. The only issue is that he's running at slow speed, and you might need heroes that are going to be a little bit faster. So he's going to get a B+ grade there. And on Bloody Battle, he's going to get a B+. Again, he's just dealing quite a bit of damage, and then taking out their mana is definitely going to be huge. Obviously, the big issue is with him running at slow speed, it impacts the board to where you're not getting as much usage as you would like, because he could be potentially dying, and he also has a really low defense in his health, so he's going to get a B+. Overall, for my guy, Little John, he is going to get a B+. He is serviceable on Titans, he's pretty good on offense, and I could see him being used on the weekly raid grades for sure. Definitely a little bit above average hero, and some definite usages for him. So thanks so much for watching this content. Please make sure you subscribe, you turn those notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video.